Hola, mi gente. What's good, my people? Welcome to another episode of En la Mesa. I'm your host, Carlos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the last episode of the year. I am so excited to be recording this podcast today, this episode. But before I go into it, just want to thank you all. Thank you to all of you who have been listening, following, sending me messages and DMs, your text messages. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate the thought of even listening to my podcast. Sometimes I feel like I'm so boring, but yet you guys continue to inspire me to continue to do this. So thank you. I appreciate the comments as well as the love and support that you guys share. But if you haven't followed the podcast and haven't followed the pages, I'm En La Mesa underscore pod on Instagram and En La Mesa podcast on TikTok. Please follow, share, send the podcast to your friends, family, neighbors, anyone who you think would benefit from listening to the conversations that I have or the episodes that I produce. Please, by all means, share. Thank you again for the support. I appreciate you. Looking forward to 2024 and the things that I have aligned. I'm so excited about what I'm going to be doing with the podcast, the ideas, and how I'm going to move it forward. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, like, share, and follow. Appreciate it. So 2023, the year in review. I think this is the last year as we get into the closing of the holidays. Christmas was just a few days ago, a week ago, right? And we were um, in celebration of Christmas, the life of Christ, the reason for the season, like people say, right? But also celebrating other holidays like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, or celebrating their traditions with the holiday. But yeah, it's been a crazy month of, you know, pasteles, coquito, eating, and um, so 2024. What are we talking about here? What are we looking to do? What are some of the things that you're looking to bring, and what are the things you're going to look to leave behind that 2023 kind of brought to you? 2023 was been a crazy year. I mean, we can see it all over the news. We can see it all over social media. Still going on with things that are going on far east, with our folks in the Ukraine and Russia, and now the Middle East, and then stability there. It's just been crazy. A lot of things going on with life, and I don't like to talk about politics and bring it up, but we soon have to be looking at electing a new president or re-electing a president. So a lot of things to look forward to for 2024, or not to look forward to, or bring some concern and skepticism to what the world's going to bring to us. But 2023, like, what have been some of the challenges? I think I'm gonna start off with, I think growth was one of my hardest challenges this year. Is growing, and figure out ways to grow as being an entrepreneur, a small business owner, as well as in the hospitality side of things. How do I grow? How do I continue to make a voice for myself uh, to grow? And I think it was challenging because it was, a lot of life um, events have happened, and especially trying to grow from an emotional, mental stability perspective. It was tough, but I'm here and I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be doing this podcast. I think this was the path that was intended for me at this time, and I'm grateful for that and being able to do that. So I'm definitely looking for 2024 for this. But other areas where I'm looking to things that I'm looking to leave behind 24 is uh, the anxiety. I've been living in a state of angst, um, but the anxiety is something I'm looking to leave here in 2023, going into 2024. It's just not my best friend. There's a uh, poet that does word poetry, and she has a pretty good poetry that talks about her relationship with anxiety, and it talks about how her and anxiety try to share the same person or the same joy. It's really deep and really enlightening in terms of how she connects her anxiety to the person and how it makes us do things and say things just to kind of get the attention because her anxiety doesn't know, tries to overpower her. But the message in the word poetry is so powerful because if you do suffer from anxiety, how it resonates with you as a person, like wow, it's the words are so powerful. But definitely, I'll put it on my podcast link, so if you want to listen to it, you can. But it's very powerful, her words. But yeah, looking to leave those behind and kind of looking to continue to strengthen things that I know need some work on, right? And a lot of it's listening, right? My goal is to listen more. So to listen fast, but respond slowly. And what I say that is not to be so hasty that if I hear a conversation, whether it be from my career and something in life or anything with the kids or how they respond, right? Because being a parent, I think, is one of the hardest jobs, especially when you're having teenagers and older kids. Everyone's wants to be heard. So that's where the listen quickly and respond slowly comes into play, right? Or even if you're having a discussion in an argument, you kind of want to listen to what's being addressed to you, kind of how things are being said. So that way, when your response comes, it's not in a sense of emotional or anger. It's more of okay, look, I got to listen to this, and now I'm going to give you my answer. And here's my rebuttal to our conversation or debate or whatever it is, right? So those are the things that I'm looking to be better at in the next coming year. The other thing is I'm gonna love unconditionally. I'm gonna continue to be me, continue to be the person that I was born to be, and be forgiving, wholesomely, right? It's not just giving you the past and being like forgive me, but it's completely forgiving for myself and being whole with it. So that's the things that I'm looking to bring with me to 2024, and health and love and everything else that comes with happiness, right? But also on top of that is I want to bring back my faith and kind of grow in my faith and ground myself in my faith. So that way it makes me a better person, a better man, a better father, a better friend, partner, and overall better son, right? And sibling to my siblings and my mom. I feel that sometimes life gets in the way of things and you kind of forget those on your circle that also need to be looked at and supported and loved as well. So that's what I'm looking to do. I'm excited for it. So hopefully you're all excited and all ready for 2024 and have plans, getting your bucket list set for travel, to going places to eat. I know that's not my goal, is to find places to eat, small businesses to support, be more involved in the community, being still very strongly involved with the Scouts, and going to speak to schools about careers, investing in my educational growth and learning how to do things better, faster, smarter, as well as, being more present. And this goes out to all my friends who have probably invited me to hang out, and I'm a no-show. I've just decided to just be a homebody sometimes, and it's going to learn how to maybe just show up once in a while. Promise. I promise you guys. But anyway, it's just being present, more present to life. Because life is so short. I mean, we got to be honest here. Life is very short, and sometimes I live vicariously through some of my friends through their Instagram who travel a lot. You provide that inspiration to want to travel and to want to go out and kind of live, that joyful life, because I see it now through some of the things that you read from what your friends post and how they live life a little bit. And you tend to understand now, that that's what life is about, right? It's about enjoying those moments and creating those memories. So definitely looking forward to that. And as well as being more in tune with the people around me, the people I spend my time with, is recognizing, who they are. Um, like I said, loving hard is something I don't think I'll ever change, and being myself, but also not being unapologetically myself, not feeling like I need to hide or change the person I am to fit a narrative. I'm definitely going to be me. I'm one that I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And if you know me, that's who I am. And I think that's one thing that I tell God all the time, that I don't know if it's a gift or if it's a curse to have my emotions worn on my sleeve and to be very emotional and be very in touch with those emotions, right? And that's one thing I'm going to bring to 2024 is through the podcast is um, having those dialogues and those conversations of the vulnerability, right? That especially for men, where people look at men and don't see vulnerability as being sexy. That you got to be strong and you got to be this machismo, but you can't show an emotional side of yourself and show a side of yourself that uh, is frustrated, is stressed out, and bring those conversations to the table. And as well as for the ladies and the moms and the parents and the dads, uh, the stereotypes that you guys live through, and the things that you guys have to adhere to just to uh, be someone. So 2024 is going to be, like I say, I'm excited and grateful because I said, I believe that God has put me in this situation, in this place to be able to do this. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I really wanted to keep this episode short because it was really more to kind of just let you all know I wanted to wish everyone a very, very happy new year and a very healthy one as well. And that 2024, excuse me, 2024 is a year of success, of abundant health, uh, of memories, and that you all get to achieve your dreams and achieve the things that you're looking to achieve. But also be in tune to the En La Mesa podcast, right? Because we're going to have a lot of exciting and great things coming up. I'm looking to make happen. But yeah, like I said, I want to be in tune and I want to be gracious to those around me. That's my goal. I want to be present to the people in my life. And I want to be supportive to those who have shown me support. But at the same time, I want to recognize, the people that are in my life, right? So those are things I'm going to start doing, and and listening with an open ear, to what is important, right, to other people's life, because sometimes people just want to be heard and not asking for anything else. So excited, but I hope that everybody's 2023 is ending with those that you love, with those that you're closest to. I wish you all but nothing but blessings and like I said, healthy and happy new year 2024. I am looking forward to 2024. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to follow, like, share the podcast. Definitely, let's remember to be kind to each other. Let's remember to uh, come to things with compassion, with empathy, slow to anger, right? Sometimes we need to take a pause and reflect a bit before we react. But thank you again for everybody for the support. What I want to do is I do want to throw a plug in here for those who are in relationships and have a couple or are married or couples. I want you folks to go follow a good friend of mine. His name is Chino and his wife Rebecca. They have a dope podcast called Growing Up Married on Apple Podcast. Go show some support and love there if you're in a relationship or married. Please follow their podcast. Their podcasts are very deep. It's fun, a lot of energy. I know Chino for a long time, since we were kids. So please, if you show some love there, stop by. Let them know that we spoke and you came by my podcast. But definitely, it's called Growing Up Married. Chino and Rebecca talk about relationships, talk about the ups and downs. They bring faith and God into it. So definitely worth a listen. So please follow them. Again, looking forward to 2024. Look next year, coming in with some new content. I have some things. I got an upcoming episode with just me and my boys. It's going to be crazy. So look forward to that. But yeah, can't wait for the new year. Again, if you have any ideas, if you need a place to just drop a note, you can do that in my email, enlamesapod@gmail.com. You can also follow me on enlamesa_pod on Instagram or on TikTok, enlamesa podcast. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your 2023. See you in 2024. Pa'lante, moving forward. Like I said, come to the table. We'll see you there. Peace.